All right, guys. So one of the things that's going to happen in this kind of offers is that you might have done an amazing temp check. You might have gotten really, really a good quality response. The guy is super certain and whatnot. Amazing. Then you go into the price drop and you're going to see them crumbling. You're going to see their certainty go a little bit down. You're going to go into the IDAC and they get more uncertain. Again, the majority of the times, if you did a great discovery and you really, really tie them down uncertainty, the majority of the times you're going to be able to do this smoothly. Okay. But like, I don't know, maybe 20% of the times, it really depends on the prospect and, how like their level of sophistication, because for a lot of people, this is the first big move. Okay. And that's okay. So you might have gotten a lot of good engagement, a lot of good responsiveness and certainty here, but you still are seeing this guy's fearful. All right. So what I want you to do, this training is for you to raise your level of awareness. I want you to be more aware of what's going on and therefore what to do in these situations. Okay, because this is very, very common in B2C. So you do the temp check, you go through the price drop. The moment you share the price drop, things start to crumble a little bit. You see that, all right, in their eyes, their body language. It's very important that you're aware that it's fear. What's going on there is just fear. They're fearful. Don't buy into their limitations, because those limitations are what's keeping them where they are at. Okay, you want to understand what's their ultimate purpose. You did that in solution awareness. You build the picture. That's what they want. That's their vision. And that's what you need to hold them accountable for too. Okay. So don't buy into these limitations of, yeah, I just need to think about it. This is a big decision for me. I need to process it. If you believe that, you're cooked. You're cooked. Okay. You don't buy into those limitations. Okay. If you genuinely believe that this person has the right drivers, the right determination, has a great goal, and you genuinely believe that appointment setting is the best vehicle for them, hold them to the standards required to just move forward and do the things that they need to do so that they can become this person they want to become, or at least the very, very, very least, do one step, which is a down payment. But don't buy into the limitation that the best thing to do right now is to do nothing, because it's not. Okay, so if you buy into that, it's game over. That's number one. Number two, which is basically what I want to cover in this video, we might have to realign them, okay, to their vision in the middle of a logistical conversation because they're so fearful. Be aware of that, because that might happen. So then you just need to pause a little bit, realign them, and then just keep going. So how that would look like? You do a temp check, get a great response, you see that the fear is there, but you go, I have no reason to just not drop the price, so I'm going to drop the price. Okay, drop the price. Things are starting to crumble. The guy starts to get a little bit uncertain. We do the IDIC. The IDIC is really, really good because it allows them to put themselves into the purpose-driven vision. So we identify, we diffuse, we isolate. Okay, what would you do at that point? Oh, I would do it, but why would you do that though? Oh, because X, Y, C, A, B, C. Would you really? Yeah, no, yeah. This is important for me. You see, it's like boom, you're putting them into that state. Okay, so then what I'm hearing is you're 100% in. You generally believe this is the thing that's going to get you from here to here. The only thing that's keeping you from moving forward, in this example, let's do it like this, is just finding a way in which it's just how can you make this work financially? That will be one way. Yes, that's what's going on. Got it. So now we know it's money logistics. We just confirmed that it's money logistics. So what do? Open a wallet, correct? We do our open wallet, and that's why I created this. So you might be going through the open wallet. It's like, okay, if we were able to manage, if we were able to break it down to more manageable installments, would that be helpful? Yes. Okay. Let's see where you're at financially. If there's any options, I'll walk you through. So what's available right now to be able to put into coaching? Okay, how about 30 days from now? Blah 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 blah. They have $500. That's it. All right. Besides that, we're going to the other avenues line. What other avenues do you have where you could get access to so that you can come up with the funds? And then they start to get like, I don't know, I have to think about it, kind of, it's just like, I'm not going to make a decision right now. Da, 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 da. I just really wanted to see how all of this went and how everything works so I can prep for it, right? Limitations is fear, okay? Or they might just try to get out of that line of conversation because of fear. That's fine. That's okay. The first thing we need to understand is we need to be able to see that, to have the awareness. Oh, this is what's going on. So you might have to stop at this point here. You might have to stop the open wallet because fear is kicking in. The guy's not thinking logically, and you might have to just jump for one moment into a fear reframe. Okay, you might have to do that because the guy is just like, he's getting in his own way. So you would just go, oh, I have identified this. Let me just realign him with his vision. And you can use any of the fear reframes you have. So for example, we can use the three main questions: is it feasible? Is it feasible, possible in general? Is it possible for you? And is it worth it? You can use that. Okay. Yeah, I need to think about it, blah, 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 blah. You know, I just wanted to get a feel for it, see what you guys are all about. But of course, I'm not gonna make a decision, blah, blah, blah. And you know, I would need to explore that line of thinking. Hold on, let me see, this is not working. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, it's the battery. So let me just do it this way. So let's say the guy goes and says, yeah, I just wanted to explore my options. You know, I'm not gonna make a rough decision. You know, yeah, sure. No worries, man. Like I totally understand. This is the first time you're just looking at something like this after 4 years, whatever that might be. Just like make them feel secure. That's fine. You don't have to make a decision, you know. We're just really trying to see, I'm here to help you. You know, I'm just coming from the same side of the table to see if this is something, number one, that is even worth it, and two, if there's anything that we could do. And just by you doing that, it's not your words, it's just your energy. It's like, yeah, no problems, dude. You don't have to make it, because they are uncomfortable. It's not about you, it's them. They're uncomfortable. They are sort of the comfort zone. So now I'm gonna go for my fear reframe. I'm gonna stop them, open a wallet. I'm just gonna realign them. So I guess, bro, like, just so I can understand what's important to you. Number one, do you think that what we've gone over here, is that even feasible? Do you feel that someone in your situation as a mechanic can learn a new skill and become a high ticket appointment setter? Do you believe that is even feasible in general? Is that something attainable? Yeah, of course. Why is that? Well, because I've seen the testimonials, I've seen what Bashan is doing, yada yada yada. Exactly. Like, you've seen that is real for others, right? Also, you have me in front of you. You know, it's not DM setting, but it's still communication and it's still remote. So you know it's possible. So that's number one. You know, just realizing that it is possible. Right? It's not something that is kind of like unattainable. And number two is very, very important. Is, okay, it's possible for other people, but do you feel it's possible for you? With this kind of accountability, with this kind of support, do you think this can happen for you? Yes, I believe so, sir. Why? What do you feel? What do you feel you can make this happen? Oh, because X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Now we're starting to just get them from a place of uncertainty to a place of certainty. I agree, man. Like, you have great reasons, you have great drivers. Your son is gonna be your fuel, because a lot of times we wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't do something for us, but we would do everything, you know, for the people we love. So I agree. I believe you can do it. I've seen people in a worse situation than you, and they managed to be successful at this. But then there's another question, which is the most important question, James. And that question is it worth it? And what I mean by that is it worth it to step outside of your comfort zone and go through, you know, go through an uncharted territory, a place where there's like the unknown, there is the discomfort. There are going to be obstacles along the way. It's not going to be all flowers and roses. Is it worth it go through that discomfort and through that pain of overcoming the obstacle, if all you got at the other side is exactly your vision? If all you got at the other side is financial stress, free life, full freedom, and your son fully taken care of? Because I cannot answer that for you. You have to answer that question. Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question to think about. No, it's like, we're not going to pause this. You know what I mean? I'm just putting an example. Yeah, think about it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for you to go through the obstacles, through step outside of your comfort zone, if what you got at the other end is exactly the life that you want? Everybody's going to say yes to that. If you did a great job of, you know, a good vision that is worthwhile achieving, I'm going to say, yeah, it is worth it. Is it though? I'm going to challenge. Is it though? Yeah. Do you feel your son, if they have sons or kids, do you feel your kids deserve that? Totally, 100%. But why? Like, if you don't, do you mind telling me why it's worth it to push yourself to go outside of your comfort zone, if all you receive at the other end as a payoff is exactly the life that you want? Why is worth it? Because, dude, this is what I've been wanting my entire life. I'm sick and tired of this, sick and tired of that. Da, 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 da. Certainty, 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 certainty. So are you ready? Are you in a position where you're ready to draw the line in the sand, right? Just close the other doors and make your vision the only option. Are you in that position? Because I promise you, if you just leave this door open of giving up, you're going to use it. But if there's no other options than succeeding, you will succeed. Are you ready to take that? Did you go through that journey? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Now we're getting them certain again. Okay, so we've done the fear reframe, and now, boom, we can go into the open wall. Like, okay, so if there was a way in which we could make this work financially, would that put you in a more favorable position? Yes. Okay, that's what I'm doing here, trying to help you out so that you can become the father you want. So what other avenues can you get into so that you can come up with the funds and really get from today, getting one step closer to be the father you want? You see, I'm just back into open wallet again, right? I needed to do a little bit of a pause, get the guy realigned, and then boom, into logistics. You might have to do this in certain scenarios. That's why I wanted to record this training for you. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay?